Hey everyone, it's me, Kitti Minx, and here's another quick update video, vlog, audio, whatever you want to call this. Thank you everyone for your well wishes and condolences and everything when I informed you all that my grandmother finally passed from complications from old age, Alzheimer's, and dementia. Her funeral was a couple of weeks ago. I was able to make it out, but I went by myself and met up with other family there, and we all got to say goodbye. And then I went back home to the kids and sat Shiva for about a week. So that's why things were slow for like a week, like really slow for a week. It's because I was sitting Shiva, which is a Jewish practice of grief and mourning. So again, thank you all for your condolences and well wishes and everything. It really means a lot to me. It really means a lot to my family. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so very much. Everyone seems to be getting better health-wise. The strep throat is no longer in the house, and so far, knock on wood, the kids are okay. No one's gotten sick yet. Older kiddo has been able to go to school, and little Fox and baby Evie have been doing all right. So far so good on that front. Everyone's doing well. Husband, though, is back at work. His paternity leave went up, so we got to get used to him going back to his civilian job a few days a week and adjusting to, just a lot of adjustments. So it's also affected my ability to work on much content lately because I've been super duper tired because I've been juggling the kiddos alone. All night and a good chunk of the day, several days a week while he's been working and sleeping during the day. So by the time I get a break, I just sleep because I'm so tired. And then on husband's days off, we're busy doing stuff like running errands and doing chores and taking care of business and everything. And I'm still tired and just out of it. So as we get fully adjusted and acclimated and all that, I should be able to get back to a schedule where I can better work on audios. It takes time, y'all. It takes time. You got to make a whole lot of adjustments. And baby Evie, who's still very unpredictable, just makes things even more complicated. Because she's not on a schedule yet. She's only 2 months old. She's still a baby. Aside from that, I do have some sad news. My elderly dog Misha, I don't know her exact age because the shelter I adopted her from way back in 2012 wasn't sure of her age either. There was no documents when they rescued her from a fighting ring because she was used as a bait dog. They assumed she was at least 2 years old, maybe older when I adopted her. So judging by that, as of this year, she's at least 13 years old. And she's a mixed breed corgi, and they assume pit bull, so she's some kind of corgi pit bull mix. But she's definitely a senior dog, definitely elderly. Late last year, she injured her leg, and because of her age, several vets, I got multiple opinions on this, felt that she would not survive surgery because it would require putting her under for a long period of time, and anesthesia and dogs don't always mix very well, especially when a dog has to be under it for a long period of time, and it's an older dog who's already sick. So she's just been having to make do and heal slowly on her own time and has been given medicine to prevent infection and medicine to keep her pain-free and comfortable. Even though it's been a real pain in the butt to get her to take her medicine. Sometimes she will, sometimes she won't. It's just kind of a gamble what her mood is. But at her latest scan, when they were looking at her leg, they decided to check out, make sure she wasn't hurt anywhere else because of just how lethargic she's been. And the vet found cancerous tumors on her liver, her pancreas, and several other organs. This is just like a very light scan, so they couldn't see much. They could just see that it was there. And they want to do another scan in a few weeks to see the progression of the tumors and how fast they're spreading, if they're spreading, how fast they're growing, if they're growing. Because that'll determine how they can treat it, and also, unfortunately, determine how much life we have left with my dog Misha. Because, again, at her age, they're probably not going to do any kind of surgery or any kind of heavy-duty therapies to try to fix anything. Because she's old. She's not going to survive any major treatments. She just won't. She's a senior dog. She's elderly. Unfortunately, the more thorough scan where they can really see everything and make their calculations is expensive. And I don't really have pet insurance. I have a special credit card that I put vet bills on, but I don't have pet insurance. And this is a very expensive test. So I put a link in the description for a Fundly. Don't feel compelled or anything to do anything with it. If anything, just share on your social medias, like your Twitter or whatever, if you want to help out. And if you do have, spare couple of bucks you want to chip in towards it, I'd really appreciate it, because a little bit goes a long way with vet bills. I should be able to pay it up front with the credit card, but just paying off the card in a timely fashion is going to be a real pain in the ass. And in the long run, it's doable. It's just not the best situation to be in. So if you have some spare bucks you want to chip in towards my doggy getting the exam she needs, I'd appreciate it. I'd be very thankful. And if anything, you can just share this video, share the link, and on your socials, and that helps too. That helps a lot. So that's what's going on in my personal life with my doggo. It seems when it rains, it pours. This has not been a good year for me so far. Well, it's been a mixed bag, because while my baby Evie was born and is healthy, she was born early, so that wasn't exactly optimal. And I was very worried about her. I'm still worried about her. And then my grandma just finally passed after being sick for a couple of years. And now I find out my dog, on top of being injured, is sick and probably dying soon. So, yay life, right? Right? Yay life. Yay life. To those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. I promise I'm not always this droll and depressing. It's just one thing after another lately. It's been really sucktastic. If you are new here, hi, I'm Kitti. How you doing? How's it going? I make ASMR audio roleplays and some other content. I'm also a VTuber, though I'm taking a break from Twitch streaming right now because I ain't got time for it right this minute. But I try to whip out content at least once a week. So there's that. I'm not monetized on YouTube. I was in the partner program briefly and kicked right back out of it. So there's no ads on any of my content. And I have over 700 ASMR audio roleplays on this channel so far. So I got a lot for you to listen to if you're new here and want to go back and listen to my old content. But if you see any ads, it's not me, it's YouTube, because sometimes YouTube of their own volition will put ads in on videos, even if the creator is not in the partner program, which I think is a whole lot of malarkey, but it is what it is. YouTube gonna YouTube. But of my own volition, I do not have any ads anywhere on my content whatsoever on YouTube. So I make no money off my YouTube uploads whatsoever. I don't really make much money doing this, even though because of some health issues I have and a disability, I can really only work making content online as a job. That's all I can do. So if you would like to support what I do, and if you enjoy the content I make, I have a Patreon, link is in the description, where you can not only support the channel and the content, you also get access to an adults-only private Discord server that I hang out in and sometimes stream on and do kinds of goofy adult things on. You also, if you're at the right tiers, you unlock exclusive and at times not safe for work ASMR to your roleplay audios. And then up from there, you get stuff like access to artwork, both safe for work and not safe for work, opportunities to get cool merch that's exclusive only to the Patreon, other content like podcasts and just advice, and the opportunity to contribute and pitch in towards upcoming audios and getting your ideas listened to and sometimes even made into audios. So you get involvement in the creation of the audios as well. So there's a whole lot, depending on the tier you're at, that you can unlock by going on my Patreon. If you like IRL, not safe for work, X-rated content, I have a Fansly, and that features me and my vast library of adult work over the years. I have over 1,000 pictures and over 100 HD videos so far on my Fansly, with more added fairly regularly, though I am taking a little bit of a break right now because I don't really really have time to work on that kind of content. I don't have time to like fiddle around my Fansly. If you join my Patreon at $15, you get a free pass for that month to my Fansly to access everything. So there's that to consider. But if you just want the Fansly, you can just pay for it by itself, and it's a 1-month subscription. Or you can buy multiple months in advance because Fansly allows for that. But that's if you like IRL stuff. I also have a couple IRL ASMRs and some other stuff on there. You can just scroll and see what you like. You can also get picture sets and videos on their own on Fansly for like, a few bucks here, a few bucks there. So there's that. Another way to support the channel and the content is Gumroad. I have available on my Gumroad shop like about 50 Not Safe for Work and super lewd ASMR audio role plays that you can buy individually if you don't want to do a monthly thing like Patreon. You just want to get one or two audios that appeal to you individually. Do that on my Gumroad. Fortunately, Gumroad and Fansly cannot be linked on YouTube. You can find them either via the pinned tweet on my Twitter, which the link is in the description, or linked on my website, kittyminxasmr.com. It's also linked there. You can easily click around and find them. So there's that. I do upload once in a while shorter, not safe for work ASMR role plays on a certain hub website that you have to be over 18 to access. I am monetized on that platform, but their monetization program is not that great. Every month I make literally pocket change for my uploads on there, regardless of the views I get. And I get pretty decent views on there, so it is what it is. But I make pocket change. It basically gives me money so I can afford to take my family out to eat a couple of times a month. That's really all the hub affords me to be able to do. But it's better than nothing. So if you're an adult over 18 and you want to check out ASMR audio role plays that are not safe for work and X-rated, and you don't mind sitting through an ad or two to access them, you can see them in SD on my P-Hub. My username on there is Kitti Minx ASMR. So just look that up on P-Hub and you'll find me. So it's another way you can support the content I make if you're an adult. Other ways to support, you can just donate via my Ko-fi page, either one time or monthly or whatever you want to do. Just toss me a couple bucks here, a couple bucks there, whatever you want to do. If you just feel like chipping in once, just support, really, really appreciated. Lots of people have done it before, and I'm very grateful to everybody. Or if you can understand that I can't do rush orders and I can't do set deadlines right now, if you want to pay for a slot for a custom ASMR roleplay made to your specifications, I do both safe for work and not safe for work custom audios. You can check out the details and terms on my website, kittyminxasmr.com. Just click on the custom content tab and you can read about all what I offer for custom roleplays. But again, I'm not doing rush orders right now, and I'm not doing anything with a set deadline, so it could take a while for me to work on your audio depending on what you want. Just giving you a heads up. It is cheaper if you get it through Patreon at the tiers that allow for custom roleplays. The only thing is, if you get on Patreon, it cannot be personalized, meaning I cannot use your specific name, and it can't be private where only you can listen to it. I have to make it available to patrons on Patreon if you order it through the Patreon tier. So there is that. It's cheaper, but there's a caveat. Otherwise, especially if you want a private or personalized audio, you have to do it separately. And you can just ask me questions via email. You can find my email on my Twitter bio or just through the contact form on kittyminxasmr.com. I'm pretty easy to get a hold of. Best bet is email. I try to get back to people within 24 hours, but if I'm super busy or super tired or sick, give me about a week. If you don't hear from me in a week, reach out to me again, because your message may have gotten sent to a spam folder or whatever, or I missed it somehow. So just letting you know. You can also reach out to me on Twitter via Twitter DMs. I don't take any orders for anything or requests or anything via Twitter DMs, but you can just say hi on Twitter and I'll say hi back. My main Twitter that I use is adults only. So if I find out you're a minor and you're following me, I will block you. Just heads up. I have another Twitter that I don't really post on much that's safe for work, so you can just follow that if you are a minor or you don't like adult content. But my main Twitter is for adults. It has adult content I post on it and retweet and stuff. So if you don't like that, don't follow me on Twitter. And Discord should be a last resort for reaching out to me. I check Discord and then I check my servers, and chat with people, especially on the Patreon server. But Discord DMs take a while for me to get back to you. So it's not really the best means of contact for getting a hold of me. So I figured to get all that information out there so it's there and I can point people to the information. And on my website, kittyminxasmr.com, I have an FAQ where you can just read up all about me and how I got started and how I make my content. It has links to everything, including like all the content I have available both on YouTube and on P-Hub and on other platforms, plus links to Patreon and Fansly and Gumroad and everything else and Ko-fi and whatnot. Be sure to follow my Twitter if you want real-time updates as to what's going on with me and my content. People on Twitter will also be the first to know when I'm going back to my 2 evenings a week Twitch streams as my alter ego VTuber Orky. That's coming up within a month or 2. I should be able to get back to it, at least like a couple evenings a week doing streams. And I do ASMR streams. I stream visual novels. I do chats and reactions. And sometimes I stream casual games like Sims or Roller Coaster Tycoon, retro games, all kinds of stuff. So if that interests you, make sure you check out my Twitch. It's Orky VTuber. Follow me on there and follow my Twitter so you know when I'm live. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, stuff's kind of slow right now. I'm dealing with a lot of personal stuff and taking care of the kids, taking care of the house, taking care of my own health, and of course taking care of my pets. And my poor doggy is not doing too great and needs special scan. A link to the Fundly is going to be in the description down below if you want to share it or contribute towards it or whatever. It'd be really appreciated. So that's about it. This has gone on probably long enough. If you've listened this far, comment with your favorite character that I've done so far in a roleplay, regardless of platform. Whatever character you like, whoever's your waifu that I've created, let me know in the comments down below. And let me know what you want to see more of on this channel in the comments down below, if you've made it this far. Alright, take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, take care of your pets if you have any. Know that I care about you, and stay awesome. Mwah, mwah. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Meow, meow. Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
Thank you so much for watching and listening. This audio is brought to you by my patrons on Patreon, kind donations on Ko-fi and other platforms, my subscribers on Fansly, and other means of support from kind viewers just like you. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to click the like button, leave a comment for the algorithm, and if you're brand new here, please subscribe. See you next time.